everyone. Today I want to talk about tolerance. And I went on vacation to visit my family, and wow. I realized that I'm very different from my family. Everything is different. What I believe politically, religiously, I mean, you name it, from one extreme to the other. And I find it interesting because they're my family. You don't get to pick your family, I guess is what they say, but at the same time, people are brought into your life for a very important reason. And I really feel that my family was brought into my life, or I was brought into their lives to teach me tolerance. And I've already sort of discussed with you that my job teaches me patience. And so I would 100% agree in that my family teaches me tolerance. Ironically, I've also visited some friends while I was out there, and I've learned that my friends also teach me tolerance because we are very different. And what's funny is these are friends that I've met since, or known since 1983. And that's quite a long time. And I guess when you're younger, you don't see things the same way as you do as an adult. Religious differences, political differences. Maybe nowadays it's a little bit different, but in my time, we didn't discuss those things. And in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter to me what you believe in, if you are one religion or the other, if you are one race or the other, if you're one politically supportive, it just doesn't matter to me who you support or what you believe in the grand scheme of things. But when it comes to those that are closest to you and in your inner circle, for some reason, I was a little taken aback. I was really surprised, actually, that we were so different, because maybe being 3,000 miles away, I had never thought much about it. I can't understand why all of a sudden now it's becoming something that I'm increasingly aware of. So I thought it was interesting, and I thought that maybe the lesson I was to learn on this visit was tolerance. And so I want to pass that along to you. You may find that you are in a family situation, or that you have friends who have very different beliefs from you. And you know what? It's okay. That's what tolerance is. We can look past our differences and just see the soul of a person, essentially. And I did read something, and it said that more people lose friends over political differences than any other reason for, this was a Facebook thing, of unfriending people on Facebook. And I get that. During the election, a lot of people were posting some very political things. And I thought, wow, some people have really strong beliefs, sometimes not always the same beliefs that I carry. But I didn't delete anyone. I didn't unfriend anyone for those reasons. I really feel strongly that what makes you a good friend, what makes you a better person, is to learn tolerance for those things. Gosh, if history hasn't taught us that we need to be more tolerant of each other, I can't think of any better example than starting small in something like Facebook or Instagram, or anything social media where you have an opportunity to distance yourself from someone in your life. I remember when I was walking the dogs, we have a neighbor, and we were putting up a fence, so I had to actually go and have a conversation with her about the fence and if she was okay with putting in the new fence and this and that. And, the next time I saw her around the block, we stopped, we had conversation, and she immediately started telling me her religious and political beliefs and was very strong about it. And it really caught me off guard, because I thought, why would anyone, the first time really meeting someone, just bring up those things and just assume that they believe in the certain things that you choose to believe in? And the case was that my beliefs were very different from hers. It didn't change anything from my perspective, and I certainly didn't try to encourage her to believe my way of thinking, but that's what tolerance is, folks. It doesn't make her any less or more of a person than I thought she was the very, very first time I had to talk to her. It's just that we're different, and so what? Embrace those changes. I know for myself that when I go back and visit my family, I do have to now mentally prepare myself because I'm just not used to it. And I don't know if I have isolated myself from them consciously or subconsciously. And I just want to say that I moved away 21 years ago, and I now live 3,000 miles away from them. So it is interesting when I do go back, which is usually, once a year, not very often. When I do go back, I find that it's getting to a point now where I have to really, really mentally prepare myself, because at first I didn't notice it. And now as I'm getting older and I'm, more spiritually awakened, I would like to say is the word, I tend to see how very, very different we are. And I'm going to learn tolerance from it. I'm going to make it a point to take all of that information and apply it to every person that I meet. And hopefully it'll make me a better person. If we could all think like this, imagine the kind of world that we would be living in. Wouldn't that be cool, right? I don't know. We should try it. So learn tolerance today. It doesn't matter. Take a look at your closest friends. Sometimes your family members, and see how different they are. And sometimes what they believe in is so very different from yours, but you love them anyway. So why can't you love a stranger? That's my tidbit for you today. Ponder that today while you're on the treadmill or trying to fall asleep at night. Why is it we can't tolerate strangers when we're more than happy to tolerate the people that we love that are closest to us? Thanks for watching. Practice tolerance. Oh, and subscribe. Where is it? It's over here in the corner. Press that button. No, wait. It's this corner. I can't remember. It's there. Subscribe, share with friends. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.